deputy took a gunshot injury to the head. The bullet grazed him. Fortunately, he will be surviving. He's being treated at the hospital.
An officer involved shooting almost left the deputy dead after a man over a domestic dispute that occurred here in North Lauderdale at the Avana, I believe the Avana apartment complex. A 911 call went out as a domestic disturbance officers arrived to try to arrest a man after he was getting rowdy. He decided to flee and then turn around, open fire, striking the deputy, grazing him with the bullet, almost killing the deputy.
It's been reported that the suspect had died from the gunshot wound sustained from my deputies.
This happened right behind me here in North Lauderdale. This is a terrifying situation for this deputy. Luckily, he has survived after he was airlifted to a nearby hospital for his trauma gunshot wound.
The suspect pulled out a firearm. He fired and struck one of my deputies. Fortunately, we did not lose the deputy, but the deputy took a gunshot injury to the head. The bullet grazed him. Fortunately, he will be surviving. He's being treated at the hospital.
This is the latest that's happening here in North Lauderdale. For those who are wondering that reside in this area, again on Bailey and Broadview Blvd, that is covered back and forth with Broward Sheriff deputy vehicles, detectives. Let me show you a little bit what the scene looks like. Step out of the way for you. Here you can see lots of sheriff deputy vehicles, detectives and crime technicians working effortlessly to just understand, piece together the events leading up to this just scary shooting here. Now, I spoke with residents and a couple of workers that work in the Chevron gas station. They told me that around 8 in the morning, 7 around that time, gunshots went off, 20 rounds to be exact.
¿Y no le dio miedo? Sí, claro, me atravesé ahí. Para huirle, para no pasar al frente, tú sabes.
We were called out to this site location related to a domestic violence incident amongst an individual and his spouse. That call initially came out around 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning. Our deputies came out, responded, had hoped that we was able to resolve it, meaning that one party, the male suspect, had agreed to vacate the home, and we were thinking that this call was done. Unfortunately, within an hour or so, we received another call that the individual was back at the residence, the domestic disturbance was occurring, and at this time our deputies try to encounter, engage, talk to the individual, de-escalate the situation, and at that point in time, during that conversation and that effort to de-escalate, the suspect pulled out a firearm. He fired and struck one of my deputies.
As soon as I learn more, I have updates to this story. For that, you can follow me at The Breaking News Reporter on all over my social medias. I'm reporting right here on State Road 7, Broadview Blvd. In North Lauderdale, South Florida with Action 55 News.